Hello and welcome to the second best show in the world. What's number one? I hear you ask. I don't know. I just think it's pretty safe to assume that there must be something better than this. Champions League places though, boys, so I'll take it. Our first comment comes from Leo Magician, and he said, Eden Hazard is the best player in the Premier League. It's a disgrace if you compare him with any other player in the league. Hazard is just a sensational player. He's good. He's really good. And finally, he has an attacking manager, and it shows. He scored 2 and assisted 2 in 4 games so far. It's very early doors, but he's averaging more shots per game in the league than any other previous Chelsea season. His passing accuracy is at the highest it's ever been, and he's averaging more crosses per game than he has ever done since joining Chelsea. So he's bloody good. But the best player in the league, I'm going to need you to sit down, have a breather, and just stop talking. Mo Salah, Aguero, Harry Kane, David Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, David De Gea. Ooh, some of these people play in different positions. You can't compare him to them. Excuse me, Leo, but you outrageously claimed that he was the best player in the league. That includes all the players, and I'm going to have to disagree if you would take Eden Hazard over any of those players I just listed in terms of improving your own team. However, football is incredibly fickle, so I am entirely mentally prepared to completely change my mind when he inevitably has his best season he's ever had, moves to Madrid and wins the Ballon d'Or. But, you know, it's just football, isn't it? Our next comment comes from Owen Wilkinson, and it was on Sunday Vibes. What do you think of Rafa Benitez's tactics against the top clubs? Hashtag Sunday Vibes. Now this might be a Sunday Vibes question, but I've seen a few comments saying people want me on Sunday Vibes. Don't know why, but you've asked for it. Hi guys, welcome to Sunday Vibes. What do you boys think of Rafa's tactics against the top clubs? Well, Chris, thank you for asking. I'm just going to stare at the screen, no reason why. Well, I think despite it being incredibly frustrating to watch, I think it's the best he can do with that squad, and it's nearly worked twice this season already against Chelsea and Manchester City. You've got to play to your strengths, and he does exactly that. You cannot criticise him at all for how he sets up his team. His goal is survival. You've got to put up with that football until Mike Ashley f***s off and someone actually injects money into the team. Now that'd be better for both Newcastle and the league, as Newcastle wouldn't have to play like an absolute house club. Pato, what do you think? Well, Chris, their expected goals were 0.5, and it was even less against Chelsea, where their expected goals were 0.2. So all in all, expected goals, XG, expected goals. Goals, expected goals. Our next comment comes from Athen Starlev, and he said, Kieran should audition for the position of Brad Free and edit PewDiePie's videos. Results would be incredible. Wow, Brad Free. I feel honoured some of you think I could undertake the role of Brad Free, and I'd be willing to if Brad 1 and 2 were busy doing other Brad things. All in all, thank you all for embracing my weirdness. I'd really just like to house and make weird crap and take the mickey out of literally everything. It's proper nice reading everyone's comments after a video. In a world where people are busy screaming at each other, I just quite like to be a bit silly and just worry less about everything. Don't worry what other people think, just, you know, crack on and have a laugh. Christ. And our next comment comes from Dan134. Callum Hudson-Odoi is the best teenager in the world. Come on, Dan134. He's played 113 minutes of first team football in his entire life. Mbappe is still a teenager. Phil Foden, Ryan Sessegnon, Guendouzi, that bloke at Wolves who was named after a condiment, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Donnarumma, the cast of Stranger Things, all currently better and more experienced than Callum Hudson-Odoi. I'm sure Hudson-Odoi is very good. I'm sure he's very good. But if he hasn't played, then who really knows? I played a game of football once. I could be incredible. Who knows until I play anymore? Thank you very much. Thank you all for voting for me for the best FIFA man. Is that what this award is called? Is that it? The Ballon d'Or is much cooler. It's gold and French. I like France. They're good at making bread. Shit. What am I doing? Our next comment comes from Callum Dudman. Kieran, if you don't mention this comment in your next video, I'll eat a full cat. I often refuse to put these sort of comments in because it's too bait and I'll just encourage everyone to do it. But I had to save the life of an entire cat, so here's your comment. The cat is saved. Although I have a different proposition for you. I would like you to attempt to eat cat dog. I want to figure out how that thing goes to the toilet, because currently right now, my theory is that it's 100% efficient. Everything it eats, it uses. So, you know, eat cat dog and let me know how it exists. Our next comment comes from Shane Campbell, and he said, your name is spelt wrong. It should be spelt K-I-E-R-A-N, because that's how it's pronounced. If your name is spelt Kieran, it should be pronounced Kieran. My name isn't spelt wrong, thank you very much. It makes just as much sense as how Kieran is spelt, which is none. Literally makes no sense the other way it's said. You know how your name should be pronounced, Shane? It should be said Shaney Campbell. All right? How you like that? No. Sounds dumb, doesn't it? You. Next comment comes from Sharon Grindrod. And Kieran... I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Kieran is always on something, I swear. I'm not on anything ever, thank you very much. The only thing I am on is ibuprofen to numb the excruciating back pain I've acquired from sitting at a desk and editing this. Our next comment comes from Levi Hobden. Hope Schalke win the Champions League now. Oh God, there's no hope of that, based on this weekend's results, which segues nicely into Schalke Schau, which I have been told means Schalke watch in German. We wore blue this week and it blew me away how crap we were. VAR was in use again, awarding Schalke a penalty from a Grujic handball, that was his debut, mental, which was mad because literally no one in the ground, including the players, even asked for the penalty. Just turns out it was one. It was correct, to be fair. Caligiuri missed the penalty. No idea why Bentaleb didn't take it since he scored 2 already this season. He actually missed the entire goal. Didn't even get it on target from a penalty. Ridiculous. And then just over a minute later, Hertha Berlin went down the other end and scored. The rest of the game was turd, to be honest. Nothing happened until the 5th minute of injury time, where Kaplunk over here gets sent off for taking out the last man. Then Duda curls in a beauty of a free kick from the foul. That was the last kick of the game. And I know it's 2 games in, but this feels like a very poor choice of team by me. The general quality of that Bundesliga game was not good. Why didn't I pick like Dortmund or Monaco? Like, what have I done? I'm gonna have to watch Schalke all year round now. It's gotta get better, surely. Comment of the week, week of the week comment. The part of the show where I continue not to talk that much about football and just pick a compliment to make me feel good about myself instead. Our comment of the week this week is Majosi Kabini, and it was on Hot Takes. Kieran Carlin turned FD from a Moyes Man United to a Zidane Real Madrid. Now on the surface this seems like a lovely compliment, but delve deeper and I'm rum-diggity-doggly deeply offended. Moyes' United was bad, but it was funny, very funny. Zidane's Real Madrid was good, but arguably lucky. In that situation, I want to be David Moyes. Plus, in that situation I'd be Scottish, which means after 50 years of age, I'd just be buzzing every day that I still managed to wake up in the morning. Right, that is it for today. Don't forget not to click off this video just yet, otherwise I will biff you right in the noggin. Don't know why I said it like that, what's going on? Go subscribe to my channel, go subscribe to Football Daily, subscribe to Eurofootball Daily, subscribe to FDFC. Sub for sub, submarine, subhuman scum, substitute appearance, subway, subatomic particles, Subasic, sort of.